Shri T.K.S. Elangovan.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, for permitting me to speak on the motion of thanks to Her Excellency President's address moved by Dr. Girija Vyas. Sir, the address mentions about the achievements and the commitments on the part of the government for this year. There are many achievements which we are with them in supporting them, in working with them for such achievements. And there are many commitments made by this government which we have a duty to support the government. But there are certain issues which the President's address, President has not addressed. Sir, the 5-point program of the President talks about to strive for livelihood security for the vast majority of our population and continue to work for removal of poverty, hunger and literacy from our land. This livelihood security, sir, now on 29th February this year, there was a All India strike called by the various labor unions. I don't know whether the government had held a discussion with them after the strike. The major demands of the union are no contractorization of work, permanent or perennial nature, amendment of Minimum Wages Act, assured pension for all, and compulsory registration of trade union, among others. These are genuine demands, but I don't know whether the government is addressing these demands or calling for the trade unions and to hold discussions with them and to settle this issue. There is another major issue, sir, with respect to the Employees Pension Scheme 1995. Sir, the employees who are receiving pension under this scheme are drawing a pension of rupees 500. This government has increased the old age pension to an amount of rupees 1000, whereas under the EPS 1995, the employees are drawing only a minimum pension of rupees 500. Their demand is that that pension should be increased to rupees 3000. On a comparison, sir, I can quote, in defense, there are 23 lakh pensioners. The total amount of pension disbursed is rupees 34,000 crores. Whereas these people, these employees, pensioners receiving pension under EPS 1995, about 35 lakh 25,000 pensioners, the amount disbursed is only 3,839 crores, sir. On a comparison, we will see that this is not an amount which will help in their subsistence. Even an old age pensioner drawing 1,000 rupees and a pensioner under EPS scheme, 1995 scheme, is drawing only 500 rupees is not good, sir. So this government should come forward to increase the minimum pension for these pensioners to rupees 3,000 so that it will help them. In fact, when Honorable Narasimha Rao was the Prime Minister, he had given an assurance that a comprehensive review of this scheme will be taken up once in 10 years. But so far, there was no review of this scheme, and whatever increase, annual increase which they were receiving during the years 96, 98 and 99 has stopped. There is no increase since 1999 to these people. This is one major issue which the government should take up and resolve. Secondly, sir, I congratulate Her Excellency for announcing a Department for Disability Affairs. Sir, in Tamil Nadu, our former Chief Minister had formed a department for physically handicapped people, but the department was called as not as physically handicapped. It is called as differently abled. Sorry. They were called as differently abled. So I request the government, if such department is formed in the Government of India, it should be called as Department for Differently Abled and not as Disability Affairs. That is my request, sir. Third, food inflation. We have boasted of increasing the food production, sir, but the distribution has failed. Many of these parties in this house have been demanding for a universal PDS system which will solve the problem of food inflation, which will help in solving the problem of food inflation. But there is no mention about a universal PDS in this address, sir. I want the government to include that universal PDS should be implemented immediately so that distribution of food articles will be uniform and will help the poor. Fourth, sir, power shortage. Power crisis is a major crisis, and Tamil Nadu is reeling under crisis. Half of Tamil Nadu is getting power only for 4 hours a day. 20 hours we are without power. The Kudangulam project is yet to start. I don't know whether the agitators are in coalition with the state government or not. We don't know. But the state government is not taking action against the agitators. That is a different issue. But the state government, the Government of India, is not dealing very severely against the agitators. Mr. Narayanasamy is here. He is the spokesperson for the Kudangulam project. Whenever he comes, he says something. It has become a word of war between the agitators and the Government of India. The Government of India should take stern steps, firm steps to see that the project starts. It is the demand of our leader, Dr. Kalaignar Karunanidhi, that the project should be immediately start functioning, and the Tamil Nadu should get power. At least 1,000 megawatt of power should be given to the state of Tamil Nadu where the project is situated.
Please.
Sir, another major issue, the Sri Lankan issue. Sir, the President's address until 2010 was talking about a political settlement in Sri Lanka. But last year and this year, that words were conveniently forgotten. It talks only about rehabilitation in Sri Lanka. Sir, what happened to the government's wish for a political settlement in the island? Why the government has withdrawn from that stand? When in 2010, the President had talked about a political settlement in the island. This year, why they have withdrawn? We don't know. There should be, India should work for a political settlement in the island. So the progress in the state, we were told that 50,000 houses were to be built in the island for the internally displaced people. But I don't know whether at least 50 houses are built or not. They are still suffering, still languishing in the camps, open air camps. The government should help them. They should speed up the process. If we want to help them, somebody, we should help in time. Timely help is the need of the hour. When we are not helping them in time, what is the use? So the government should also consider that, sir. And Tamil Nadu recently suffered by the attack of a massive cyclone called Thane. The Government of India has not helped the state with the requisite money. Thousands of families have lost their livelihood because they depend on trees like cashew and jackfruit. These trees, it will take time, at least 3 years or 4 years to grow, 10 years sometimes. So up to that time, they have to suffer. They will have no other income. So the government should come forward to help the people affected by Thane. Oh, the government of India should fund whatever promised also have not come so far. Yes. Sir, then the other issue is water, sir. The Kaveri Delta in Tamil Nadu is called as the granary of the south once. They say that it is a granary of the south. But it is drying because of the disputes between the neighboring states, interstate river disputes. The only way to overcome is that the linking of rivers, linking of all national rivers. So, the Supreme Court itself has stated that river linking should be taken up immediately. There is no announcement in that regard by Her Excellency the President. So, the government should also consider or immediately take action in the linking of rivers on priority and allocate sufficient funds for that in the ensuing budget, sir. With these words, I conclude. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.